All right, check 1 2 1 2. Looks like it's going. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today we are going to be playing some Slashers Keep. I don't normally do like Let's Plays on this channel, but it's something that I'd like to try my hand at. As you can see, I've got a character here, level 8 on floor 1 of 10. He has died. We're going to go ahead and start a new character. And I'll explain this game as we go. We're going to go with a Northerner, just because that's what I know. And we'll go with the handsome Squidward character. I'm just going to call him me this time. There we go. And I will definitely go with like the handsome Squidward color. That looks beautiful. Going to leave these as default. And let me explain what's going on in Slashers Keep here. So there is a little bit of story. We'll open up with that. High-born by the grace of the gods, no less than a king to be. Stripped of all his nobility and left to rot by the grace of men, a story of might, magic, and grand betrayal now reduced to the confines of a clammy cell in the Slashers Keep. You were to wither away until the years would claim your sanity and ultimately your life. And wither you did until one day an opportunity to escape presented itself. Alright, and this is Slashers Keep. It is a rogue-like or rogue-lite experience. You get to choose. That was the permadeath choice there early on. And since I have not won this game, I'm going to go ahead and focus on just trying to complete the game. And I know how to play. I've played for about 7 hours, and I've gotten relatively far into this game. But I have not beaten it. So we're going to try to focus on that and see how we do on this playthrough. I'm going to talk about the game, I'm going to talk about my YouTube channel, and I'm just going to talk about whatever I really feel like on this run. And yeah, we'll start off with the game. So it's got some kind of cool mechanics. You can use WASD to change the swing types you're doing. You've got a charge attack, you can run around at the same time, and of course you've got your loot sack, which you can use as a weapon. You can see there's a cooldown on it there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been really enjoying this game. It's got a super neat art style and all sorts of goodies to explore, and some good customizability. I've got a cool strategy in the early game. I'm not sure if it's perfect, but that's what we're going to use on this run as well. Basically, you can choose your level up system based on a variety of things, and we're going to get into that once we get our first level up. But we've got a fight here, so let's go ahead and get this underway. I'm gonna just shove them into those spikes there, clean 15 XP, and we're gonna hopefully get a bit of a combo going here. I'm gonna pop that, and hopefully that'll kill someone. No one died, so that's unfortunate. We're gonna push this guy into the spikes. They're beautiful. This guy can cause a lot of pressure, so we're gonna try and kill him early on. We've already taken a hit, but hopefully that's not a super big deal this early on. This guy's gonna come over here and face the wrath of my sack. It's not gonna go well for you, bud. There we go. We did take yet another hit, but that's okay. These guys can be really tricky to deal with sometimes. You can see that kill streak is filling up. We're on a 2 kill streak now. Unfortunately, that means that at some point oh my goodness, I really wanted to keep that kill streak going, but sadly, I got greedy, and I really shouldn't have. You can see we're down to a pretty low amount of HP here. Hopefully we'll be able to recover. Anyway, I can slow down my speech a little bit here, because we're not in combat anymore. We've got a decent little 1.6 times kill streak. If you look in the bottom there, you can see that purple bar. That is my experience. We got the left on the, or on the bottom left, we got that HP. I like how there's little blood cells in there too. That's really cool. And over here, we've got a secret, which is pretty cool. I think I'm going to leave that and not press it right away, because I would like to be able to run over to the area that I believe it is. Let's see, we got a ring with +1 dex. It's not too shabby. And we finally got a wand, which is also a nice get. And vulnerability potion is really strong, especially early on. But yeah, you start off like a piece of garbage on this run, and in this game, and it's really difficult. That's a really deadly room. I might want to wait on that. Either that, or I could go for some invulnerability. Those ranged guys are really hard to dodge. And without any armor, you take full damage, which kind of sucks. So we're going to hopefully find some easier enemies. Zombies would be ideal. This might be just another entryway into the same room. That's kind of looking like the case. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Looks like this might be a little bit better. Just gotta dodge everything, and I immediately failed at that. That's okay. Just don't fall in a pit, and we're good to go. We've got some spiders around this campfire, which is perfect food for snacking in a dungeon. And that's what we're going to be using. There we go. I managed to sizzle him on the fire. Those guys are permanently backing up when you approach them with a melee weapon. And as you can see here, we've got our first health potion and some random food laying about, which we can use to eat. I love the charm of this game. It's really, really pretty. There's just so it's oozing with charm, you could say. The sound effects are fantastic. And look at this. It appears there's a false wall here. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Maybe we can come back for it. It could be nothing, possibly, but I find it more likely to be something. This is a different room with yet another secret. I'm surprised. Let's go ahead and activate this. I think we already know where this one leads. Yes, we do. Look at that. Getting armor early on, as soon as possible, would be ideal. We're going to go ahead and spend all of our points on intelligence. Let me go ahead and explain what's going on here. So we've got strength, which increases melee damage and max HP. That would be like a no-brainer to level up in most cases. However, intelligence is amazing because it increases your XP gain as well as reduces the cost of vendors and increases your crit damage as well as range damage. I'm not really sure what constitutes a critical hit just yet, but all I know is that scaling your XP means that you just get more XP and more stats, and obviously intelligence doesn't give an immediate payoff, it gives a long-term payoff. So I think it's really valuable as an early game skill if you're at least somewhat competent in the combat, which I like to believe I am. We'll see. And as you can see, just because I didn't cover, dexterity increases your overall crit chance and armor effectiveness. Also a very fantastic stat. All three of these stats are really good, but I think intelligence is a bit of an outlier, which is why I start off scaling that, because you can really get some impressive combos, or like XP combos, if you do it right, which is what we're going to be going for. You can see we've got quite a few enemies in front of us here. We're going to hopefully sneak past these guys. There we go. We're going to try and knock all of these guys down. Because you actually do get to acquire all of their loot, which is ideal. Oops. A bit of a tricky one, that's for sure. Okay, there's another one down. Don't want to get magic either. There we go. Those pits will instantly kill me as well, so I got to be careful around that. You can see I'm back up to full HP. Thanks to that level up that I got earlier. This guy is a real bastard. We're just gonna try to avoid his attacks as much as we can. There we go. Did this guy pop up out of a pot by chance? I feel like he did, which is honestly just surprising. I'm not sure I've ever had that happen. So I'm getting some nice charge attacks here, and charge attacks are lovely because they actually stagger the enemy. They deal more damage, and as you've been seeing by the all bold face attacks, we're getting some really nice little bonus damage here and there. You can keep an eye out for this sign, and it allows you to pop it open, find all sorts of heals, which is just lovely. I'm going to go ahead and eat this now. I could leave it and potentially rely on more level ups for the time being. As you can see, we've already got a quarter of a level up off of that previous engagement, despite just leveling up. That's once again, that's the beauty of intelligence. It really helps you level up quickly. You learn at a higher rate than you would otherwise. This thing is amazing. You can sacrifice rarer items for goodies. I don't have anything other than my invulnerability potion, and things, frankly, don't get much better than invulnerability. So I don't plan on doing that. Hello. We're gonna have a little fight, and it's not going to go well for you. All right. Would you like a try? I'm gonna have to. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. That's a 2-kill streak. You want some? Wow, he got that attack off real fast. I'm surprised. But yeah, you can see that the combat really lends itself toward a player who can be very aware of his surroundings, and you can kind of run around and do all sorts of bullshit. It's very unfair for the enemies, I would say. We're gonna go ahead and just try some charge attacks here, just to cancel his attack each time here. There we go, beautiful. You can see we got a 2.14 multiplier there. Obviously, there was some inherent risk to that, because I had a bunch of loot. I could have had better clothing on and that sort of thing. But instead, I went for that kill streak combo to give myself even more XP. Already almost done with that. And now we can go ahead and do some looting. Get a lovely hat. And that's pretty much all we've got out of there. You can see the inventory system is very Diablo-esque. And 5 dexterity on that axe is a pretty substantial upgrade considering what I'm currently using. I tend to trend toward the heavier weapons just because my hit-and-run playstyle really values that sort of thing. So we'll keep an eye out. And we might put a couple levels into dexterity here in the near future just to go ahead and give ourselves a better weapon. Because once again, one of the things that we get off of these runs, or off of playing like this, is these kill streaks. Anything to improve our kill streak likelihood is going to be really useful. So that's what we're going to go for. We've got quite a few zombies here trying to run amok, but as long as we keep moving, we'll be good to go. And as you can see, we are getting a tad surrounded, but hopefully we can start to use this spike up here, and we'll be able to take out a bunch of these zombies at once, like so. These guys are being a real bunch of jerks, but we'll do our best. Only a few left. There we go. That's all of them dead. Now it's just these two up here that we've got to deal with. This guy's being all sorts of annoying because he's a mage, and that's what mages do. They're annoying. Obviously, unless we're talking about Noita, because then you're the mage. a little bit different then. Right, let me just... There we go. Beautiful. Alright. So that was a 7 enemy kill streak. That is going to give me a 2.59. And if we're quick, we can put this all into intelligence, and hopefully that will give a nice boost. We'll see how this turns out, because I'm not actually sure when it delivers the experience. Okay, so it looks like it delivers it as you acquire it. I figured it was worth trying that out. And obviously I went against what I said previously, that I was going to level up my dexterity. But I am still learning this game, and I want to try and learn any potential little quirks or abuses that you can get. Because this game is definitely the sort of game that allows that sort of thing in a lot of instances. Those are health ups, which is great. We're going to need those. And let's see. So we've got our silver key. We've got a wand on. This wand is slightly better than the other. And we should start using these. I don't think there's any reason really not to. One of my biggest weaknesses in this game is I don't use my wands in the early game. They become a lot more useful later, both in power level and in terms of, you know, just general use scenarios. So maybe like they're not meant to be used all the time. But it genuinely feels like they give you so many, you might as well use them in a lot of instances. I'm just trying to sneak. So this is what the combat looks like if you're not abusing the running around mechanics. Is you have to sort of sit around and wait. But personally, in a way, this is allowing you to be aggressive at all times when you're running away and then dashing back in for an attack, because you're holding down left click that whole time, as opposed to occasionally having to let off the gas. And I think that it's definitely just a lot more efficient. The only reason you wouldn't go for that playstyle is if you're locked into place. That said, I do think that there is a lot of importance behind blocking. You've got to do it when you get locked into place, because it happens. It definitely happens. This guy is a ranged only dude. He also explodes when you kill him. As you can see, there it is. Lovely. And you might have been noticing the shaking purple book in the bottom right-hand corner. I probably should have checked that sooner. But we'll take a look at it now. I just assumed that I probably wouldn't have anything to work with. But that's not necessarily the case. So let's take a look here. We've got Backstabber, which is my personal favorite technique. Betrayal has left its burning mark on your soul. In your eyes... Oh my goodness. One moment. In your eyes... I need a drink. My throat's dying. In your years of wrongful imprisonment, it festered and eventually became part of who you are. So we get bonus damage when we're doing sneak attacks. We also have Thorns, which is... basically, you deal damage back on enemies when you take damage. That's not something that I'm interested in, because we don't want to take damage, ideally. So we're going to be saving those points for more valuable things that we can ideally find just a tad later. These guys are real jerks, because they will fly over pits and just be terribly annoying. Obviously, they've got ranged attacks as well. None of these things add up to a very fun enemy to fight. They are rather tricky. Okay, so with all that, let's go ahead and take a look at what our best weapon is going to be. Let's see here. We've got a dagger that requires strength or an axe that requires dexterity. I'm going to go ahead and toss this dagger onto here because I will probably be using the axe. I'm not a big fan of the fast-swinging weapons. Like I said previously, they're just a tad less useful in my personal opinion. And this is actually one of the things that really bothers me in this game, is I'm quite bad with the map, and that might be my own stupidity, but it also might just be that the map is kind of difficult to read. So what we need to go and do, we need to go and gather we need to go and gather this button that we can see on the mini-map on the top left there. We need to hit that button and activate the secret because we are definitely well prepared for it at this point. Let's see if this pathway takes me somewhere. It does. Look at that. Okay. Once again, those pits are instantaneous death, so we want to avoid that. And we've got the button right here. That's the one I pressed. Oh. Huh. These guys are going to be a real pain in the ass, aren't they? They are. Let's go ahead and hop in this hallway. I know how to use wands, thank you. These guys do not take much damage from those, but we'll do what we can. These guys are going to move around. Sometimes these things are very difficult to land the shots with, but good enough. We did it. We managed it. And I think that probably was my best use of wands there, but you know, it is what it is. They're not terribly effective in the early game. We're gonna go ahead and try to be on full HP by the tail end of this dungeon, and we've also managed to find a purple, which gives me +1 intelligence, which is fairly valuable. It might be best used to turn in to the sacrifice and potentially get some particularly nice goodies. But that said, intelligence is the stat that we want most, so perhaps I will just use it for its intended purpose. Let's see here. Need to try and find, see if there's anything else kicking around for me here. Looks like we're good. And if there's ever any situations where I'm just wandering around on a floor, then perhaps I will just jump to the next area, because obviously the whole maintenance section is not necessarily the most interesting part of this game. That said, it's definitely something that can be skipped. It is very easy to sort of go at a very fast pace in this game and get away with it. My goodness, am I ever lost? Let's try this little path down here. Hello. Hello, mole rat. Didn't you dare face me. Ow. He did get a decent hit on me there. Fair enough. Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy over to there. That way we get a lovely little knockback. Get the kill on him. Arcanist. That's nice. Arcanist is something that would allow our spells to be much better. So if we wanted to go with the spellcasting build, that would definitely help out with that. But it looks like we're pretty much done with this map. I think my short-term memory is failing me, and I've lost the secret that I really wanted to find. But you know what? That is what it is. We will be fine without it. So let's go ahead and carry on into the next zone. You can see that there is a lock on our map, and that is where we are headed. Let's see here. Somewhere along this way. Anyway, in the meantime, I suppose I'll tell a story. Oh, hey, have you found... Nope. Okay. Yeah, so there's this... Oh, wait, we've got an actual story because we're moving on to floor 2. Let's do that really quick here. Clanging swords, a shove, a kick, your adversary hits the dust. Prince Alias is victorious, the herald exclaimed. The crowd cheered. You're up, son. King Rickhelm said, giving Bindrick a gentle pat. Bindrick drew his sword and entered the arena. Don't hold back, brother, you told him. Show our strength. That's what these tourneys are for. In the royal grandstand above the crowds, the king was seated. Beside him, diplomatic envoys from the Amazon lands, all watching the exhibition, a prelude to talks that would shape the fate of nations. As you can see, our character was rather important. Okay. Oh, hey, it's this dude. This is like a little challenge thing. What do you got for me? Double spike enemies 3 times. That is an incredibly difficult one. I would argue that pretty much all of these are incredibly difficult. And also, before I go murdering anymore, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got the stats for another weapon. So I require 5 dexterity for this. Let's go ahead and get 2 there. I'll get 3 so that way I can drop the ring when I need to. Once again, we're going to continue pumping that intelligence. We might as well take that now. It's now or never. And Arcanist here allows you to charge your arcane shots, and charge shots deal up to 19% more damage. As you can see, these are arcane sticks, so that seems like a pretty good investment to me, because that means that I'm going to be getting more bang for my buck. And we'll go ahead and try it out here just to see what it's all about. 24 damage. Perhaps okay. Not genuinely sure. And that is acid. Do not stand in that. Pro tip. Pro tip, don't stand in the acid. We're holding on to all this junk, by the way, because there is... I mean, there's all sorts of fancy stuff along the lines of shopkeeps and whatnot, so I would like to potentially browse their wares and sell things back to them from the dungeon. So hopefully we can track those guys down. Anyways, I was gonna tell a story. I was talking with my friend the other day, and we were talking about concepts for Twitch streams, and one of the really funny ones that came up was a petty crimes stream, because we were talking about like what is Twitch Toss and what isn't Twitch Toss, and somehow we got on to bounty hunters and all that sort of thing. And one of the most hilarious things that came up was what if there was a Twitch stream where it's just some asshole who goes around and does shit like shoplifts and just all sorts of terrible stuff that's like, wow, you're a piece of garbage. You're a real piece of garbage. And that's the whole gimmick, is they just go around and they litter, and they just make everyone's lives worse. And I wonder how well that stream would do, because you know how people love to hate watch shit. That's just a thing that people do, and it's just an amusing idea to me. Definitely don't do that at all. I'm not recommending you do any such thing. That would be terrible, but it would be funny in its own terrible way. Maybe I just have a twisted sense of humor. There's obviously a secret back here. You can't fool me. Oh, hello. Pardon me. Howdy. Okay. All sorts of goodies for me. And this is a kinetic wand, which is pretty spicy. It also has a unique styling upon it, which is great. This has lifesteal. Oh, hopefully while I'm holding this, I can actually get some lifesteal base damage. As you can see here, our inventory is completely full at this point, so we're going to have to start getting rid of some stuff. And I'm gonna do my best to be optimal with dropping stuff. These sounds are freaking me the heck out, by the way. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's go ahead and throw our HP, our healing on a bar. We haven't really needed to heal just yet, and I'm thankful for that, but it's only a matter of time at this point. Need to continue to be diligent and play well. I don't really care for the fast blades, but this one is just straight up more damage than everything else I'm using. So if I can have an opportunity to craft, which is a part of this game, then I happily will. I think it's really cool that there's crafting in this game. We can heal up here. That Geraint says full HP, that orb there. But we're not going to worry about it just yet. I'm going to go ahead and give myself some hand-me-downs for the future. That's what this is. It goes into that treasure chest at the very beginning of the game. And starting off with clothing is honestly a godsend. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a head start for next time. There we go. So that's lovely. We'll go ahead and hold on to the rest of the stuff we've got here. And we will carry on. I'm not sure how long I want these episodes to be. I could potentially split them into pieces and we could do little half-hour segments. Or I could do full runs. It really depends on what people like. So I would appreciate any feedback that you guys might have for me. And yeah, let me know what you think, because this is kind of uncharted territory for me. I've always contemplated doing Let's Plays, but I just felt like the content wasn't necessarily the same quality that I might want to deliver. And perhaps I'm going to throw these on an archive channel instead. I do have an archive channel for Twitch streams, but obviously this is somewhere in between, I would say, where it's content designed for YouTube, but not necessarily the top quality content that I like to provide with the tutorials and that sort of thing. Let's just go ahead and send this guy into the Shadow Realm. Come on, one more hit. He's good to go. Beautiful. I really like the art of this game, by the way. I haven't really talked about that too much, but I think that this game has a really, really unique and cool art style. It partly reminds me of Delver, in actually a variety of ways. This thing fully recharges any wand, which means I can freely use this wand for all 13 charges. And let's see if I've got anything to sacrifice. I wouldn't say so. We need to have green or better to sacrifice, and we are not at that stage. Hello. You're in an incredibly convenient spot. We're going to start selling this guy all sorts of my stuff that I don't care about. We've got loads of shit on the ground as well, so we're just gonna make a fortune, hopefully. That's the plan, at least. I don't know if he's got anything I want, but he doesn't have to have things I want other than money. That's the way I'm looking at it. So we can sneak back here, grab all the other goodies that I left behind, and there we go. Voila. We are now in substantially better shape. At least money-wise. Keep in mind that intelligence actually affects vendors as well, which is really, really good. Let's see here. Do I have a hat? That might be something that I want. Ooh, +2 dexterity and assault wands expert sounds exceptional. This thing has a bunch of stats on it. Normally I wouldn't go for this sort of thing, but at the price of 65, that's not too shabby. It's tempting. It's a mace head for 74. We're a ways off creating a mace. If I buy this, then I can sell the Farmer's Edge as well. I think that is going to be the play. And I might purchase this Barbute helm as well, because Expert Wand sounds pretty good, and I have a pretty crappy helm. Money is like easy come, easy go, especially when you're a wizard. Of my design, this thing, can I not wield it yet? Let's see if I can wield this. What stats does it need? Oh, this is a component. I thought it was a complete blade. That's on me. I should have looked a little closer. I guess the blueprint design shows that. That's completely on me. That's a really big mistake, but you know what? It's fine. I should be okay, I hope. Is there anything that I have to potentially finish this blade? I believe it's going to need a cross guard. Is that all it needs? That's 35. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it just needs that, and then we're good to go. So that is 35. I'll keep an eye out, and hopefully I can get my money up to that point. Let's carry on for the meantime. axe is doing wonders for me. You can see that we are getting that lifesteal as well, which is quite nice. I haven't been getting the combos that I would like, and I believe this might be a secret. If we can find an explosive, I would like to drag it over that way. Or perhaps this has something to do with it. Nope, that's right here. Alright, we've got fire skulls. That is pretty scary. This room isn't too bad. We should be fine. There we go. We just got to take these flame skulls one at a time. They can be a little bit scary. There we go. We got some decent hits off. Let's just keep baiting them out. There we go. They're very tricky to attack sometimes. They love to dart in and out of combat. Let's go ahead and try and hit this guy with a charged attack. Oops, that's a miss. Fuck. There we go. It simplifies things a little bit. Let's go ahead and try this wand out. I have not had the chance, the pleasure of messing around with these things too much. That was 70 damage, apparently. Not too shabby. I'm surprised he's still alive after that, to be honest, but there we go. That finishes the job. These traps are really irritating, and you have to really take your time around them, otherwise you're going to take damage. This will disable it. You can see it's like a bit of a breaker system. It's kind of cute. I like it. It's a very interesting representation of magic, that you can just have it wired up or juiced up to your house like that. There we go. Just get a couple more lovely swings in, and we'll mix things up a little bit. Nope, never mind. Come on, give me the box. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. You see that? He didn't stand a chance. And this wand can only carry certain weight things, but that's okay. It's gonna do well enough for us. We'll go ahead and equip that. This thing still has 13 charges left, and we've got a treasure chest to open as well here. As you can see, it was on its side, so it kind of exploded open in a ridiculous manner. Let me sneak up here. And what do we have? Hopefully some goodies that are worth having. Alright, a bomb is great. Better armor is also awesome. Keep in mind, we can sell off all the garbage that we can't necessarily use right away, which is great. So let's see here. We got a benign Sikra of the Noble with extra max HP, range crit, and Assault Wands Expert. I want to see what Assault Wands Expert actually does, which is partly why I grabbed it earlier. Let's see. So if we go in here, you can see we've got Arcanist, and this is Assault Wands Expert. Days of meditation have revealed to you an important insight. You have a deep-seated passion for riddling people with holes. So it increases accuracy by 18.8% when firing piercing projectiles, which I assume would be arcane. So pretty good. And let's head back and go ahead and sell all this stuff off. This is 34 to 44, and do we have any higher than that? 34 to 37 is another number I'm seeing in there. So we will sell everything off, and I will bring this one with me instead. And I think I might keep the dagger, just simply for a little bit of weapon diversity. The dagger is nice, at least for its attack speed. So get these out of here. That opens up a lot more space. It feels bad keeping a lot of these silly crafting things kicking around. I'm not sure what they're for yet, because I have yet to craft very much, at the very least. It's been very minimal amounts that I've been able to do, just because they tend to show up later on in the game. And let's just go ahead and open these up. I do love that attack speed, at least for opening stuff up. It's much, much more convenient. So let's go ahead and throw this on 1 and this on 2. And this can be on 5. Or I guess I can put this on 5 and this on 4. There we go. I like to have my weapons readily available. Have anyone kicking around here? I just realized that this is literally a shoe on a stick. Quite the weapon, I suppose. Here, I'll go ahead and show you guys the outside. We won't be seeing that anytime soon again, I imagine. I don't know if this game ever goes outside. or anything like that, I would kind of appreciate if it did. Because, you know, a change of environment is always a welcome thing in a game. That said, the whole point is that we've been rotting away in an ancient jail cell, and we're not getting out anytime soon. You can see this is a secret here. Hopefully we can wrap around and sneak into that room. And this would be the way to do it. As you can see, we've already got 12 heals built up, which is quite fantastic. These maces tend to be incredibly slow, but I am perfectly happy to have that slower attack speed because, once again, I play that hit and run play style that's based around exclusively strong charge attacks, and that is what I'm looking to do. That spider managed to get a hit on me there, but hopefully we'll be able to recover that HP. Okay, hello. I don't know where that guy came from. Thankfully we got a heal right there. So let's go ahead and not take any more damage. This guy, we'll fight him a little bit more fair than the others. And by a little bit more fair, I mean I'll actually parry one of his attacks for once. There we go. That is one dead Scully. Okay, what you got? You see that? He tried to block me, but I'm not gonna fall into that. Not falling into that trick. Some of the enemies are a lot more adept at fighting than others. Obviously, we are very early on in the game, and because of that, enemies are rather simple. But that is totally fine by me. It lets me kind of get into the swing of things, you know? And now we've got even more points to spend. I'm definitely going to continue with my intelligence spam, and melee lifesteal is incredibly broken. So I'm definitely going to have some of that with me, and that also doubles my effective lifesteal for this run. As you can see, I'm up to a 0.8. Before it was 0.4, based off of, I believe, this wand here that I've been holding. So I definitely want to keep this wand as long as I can. And yeah, we are just going to put one level into strength, which gives us a important breakpoint. 5 is an important breakpoint because it allows you to use quite a few of the early game weapons. Not to mention, strength is literally your damage. So not leveling that is definitely hurting my damage output by a pretty significant margin. We'd probably be one-shotting stuff if we were going purely into strength by this point. But that said, I would also have way fewer levels, and I would not be able to access the shop nearly as well as I can right now, which is why I feel intelligence is so dang important on these runs. Especially if you're trying to make like a singular run very effective, which is my goal. Like, if I can, I will win in one go. That would be great. I don't think I have that in me yet, because I haven't played long enough. But at some point, I would love for that to be the case. So that's something to work toward. And it looks like there's a button in here that I have... I feel like I have pressed this one. That's why it's showing up on the map. Right, we were supposed to be doing that spikes challenge. I totally forgot to do that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and dump off a bunch more garbage here, because these are not going to be helpful. I think just in the interest of inventory space, I'm going to toss this thing. And, yeah, seems good to me. Let's take a slightly closer look at some of the gear we've got kicking around here. I genuinely don't think I really need much. So we've got a full heal on this level still. Keep in mind we have not used a single heal this entire time. This run has been going exceedingly well. And I can't imagine it'll continue to go this well. But we'll give it our best. And you can see we're missing a wand slot too. So let's go ahead and place something there. These things are both very low. 11 to 16 and 10 to 14. So this one is slightly worse. But obviously they both have terrible charges. I could have sworn I saw something that would allow me to recharge, but I have not seen it again. So maybe that was on a previous floor. It looked like a brain in a jar, and from that brain in a jar we were able to access basically a complete wand charge, which is ideal. Apparently we didn't finish off this corner. If you can see the map there on the top left, it's really, really tough to navigate because it feels like the etched lines is the zone that you're supposed to be in. I realize now that I can just, like, leave the floor, by the way. I was hoping to find the other secret. I believe there's 2 secrets each floor, but we've only found the one. I think we will just go ahead and take our opportunity to leave here. This is the shopkeep once again, which means we're very close to leaving. I think it's just down this way. Okay. Yeah, there is, like, stuff up there, guaranteed, but we're not finding it. And keep in mind there was that blocked door earlier as well. We were not able to locate the other side of. So let's carry on. And this is level 3. This is where shit starts to get a little bit real. This game has a couple of power spikes. Level 1 and 2 are easy. Level 3 gets a little harder, and it gets pretty insane past that. You'll see. Hopefully we can make it to where the game actually starts to get difficult on this first run here. Let me read the lore here for you. Your little brother had never been a good fighter, and so his every swing missing you came as no surprise. Sweating and stumbling, he mounted a final charge, an easy attack to dodge, but you stood your ground instead. Bindrick tackled you square in the midriff. You hit the dirt. Bindrick is victorious! The crowd applauded. That wasn't necessary, your brother grumbled. With the tournament concluded, the royals receded to the castle. In the great hall, you stood with the king and Bindrick. He caught your brother leering at the Amazon envoys. Don't even think about it, boy. Those are the queen's wives, all of them. They're here to negotiate for the lands of your grandfather took from them when he was your age. A prize rightfully earned, Bindrick interjected. Rickhelm sighed. No matter the politics of old, I don't need your cocks starting a war tonight. Alright, getting a little bit real. Also, there's a hint. Crafted items have no attribute requirements. I didn't know that. I gotta read them hints. Hello. So enemies are going to be dealing significantly more damage now, which is something I'm going to have to play around. Hello. That is not what I was anticipating. They're also going to be substantially tankier. So we're going to have to really gear up to make this floor happen. These guys scare the hell out of me because they're so easy to hit you. Their wind-up is almost instant. But yeah, these yellow slimes are loot slimes, and they are absolutely incredible for loot. As you can see right here, we've got a crap ton of good stuff. Or literal garbage. That weapon seems quite strong. 48 to 61. I might dump this on the ground for now. Let's see. This is a terrible weapon as well. 50 to 73 versus 48 to 61. So this is just a way higher damage reach. And that is by far the best weapon of that list. And I'll hold on to the beginner's broadsword and leave these here. I might throw something in here for my future self. But that said, I'd rather just succeed. Here, we'll throw that one in there for myself. There we go. Got a nice big fresh hammer there. Hello. You will die, and you will not like it. I am trapped in here now. That is just the reality of things. Fuck. Let's go ahead and not die on this floor. Okay. My goodness. It's terrifying. I'm forgetting my buttons. I gotta wait for these guys to all stop screaming. Oh my goodness. Use this thing a little bit. My god, you can see there's so many of them. It's honestly horrifying. We just gotta get these big hits off. Keep in mind that we are behind on damage for this floor specifically because we haven't been scaling our strength. We have been mass leveling in so we can get crazy level ups. And hopefully this will pay off for us in the long run here. It's all about surviving this floor, and then we'll be able to get some real value. At least that's the hope. Okay, lovely. So that's all the skulls dealt with, and thankfully all those traps are up top here. As you can see, that one is being a real pain in the ass, and now it is shut off. So we did have to use some of our heals there, which is most unfortunate. You want to use those as little as possible. That's how you survive the longest. Don't use your heals ever, unless you die, I guess, without healing. But who would ever do that? That's stupid. Definitely not something that I would ever do. Certainly not. As you can see, this is the exit, but it requires a silver key. Going to have to find who is guarding said silver key. This room may have been a mistake to enter all the way. We'll see. Gonna have to be a little bit creative with our movement. But once again, it's all about finding that path to avoid the enemies and hopefully not getting hit in the process. This lifesteal, as you can see, is really coming in handy. It doesn't look like much because obviously it's a very minimal amount of lifesteal per hit, but it really adds up as far as I'm concerned. Let's go ahead and deal with this guy now. We do have spikes kicking around here, so we could have gone for the double spike kill, but personally I find those challenges to be almost difficult in excess, so I don't really go for them terribly often. Let's go ahead and swap out to... Oh, never mind, he's gonna charge me right away. How convenient. How convenient. Once they charge you, there's not much they can do. Assuming they don't land their attack. And I do believe we've got one or two of these kicking around, which is extremely high value. We're gonna have to try and get some free food. Lovely. Chicken and a sausage. Seems like a good meal to me. Just meat lover's diet. Why not? But I'll take parsnips too. I'm not partial to any one food. Just give me something that isn't literal spiders and I'm pretty much happy. Alright, looks like we've got a slime through here, among other things. This would be a lovely room to get some spike kills. This guy is just waiting for it. He was begging to be spike killed. I'm very disappointed that I missed out on that slime spike kill. Slimes are very awkward to hit. This is one of the melee slimes, and they are all sorts of jank. They move in such a strange and peculiar way. It looks like we've got quite the trap hallway here, which is pretty awful. I really hate these spiders. Okay, we're gonna back up a little bit and use this this other spike wall here, because this spider is a big jerk. There we go, lovely. So that's the double spike that we needed. We need a couple more of those, and then we're set. This is an enchantment scroll. You can use it to... that was a map that I just used, by the way. This is an enchantment scroll. You can use it to beef up some of your gear, get bonus intelligence. And we've been cycling through gear extremely fast. I tend to have too good to use syndrome on these, but since it's a blue item, I might use it as a trade-in. So hopefully we can find a good time to trade that in. That guy's pure range, which is pretty strugglesome. Hello. It's another one of you. Don't pay any heed to what your brothers are doing on the walls there. Oh, that's a haymaker. Bastard. Bastard got me with the haymaker. He's probably gonna haymaker on me again. God damn. You cannot block haymakers, in case you're wondering why I didn't try. It just goes straight through. It's pretty darn deadly. And let's take a look at this one. This looks easy. Got him with the sprint bonus. I'm surprised that didn't count as a sneak attack, but that's okay. Now, I did not get the block that I needed there. We're gonna just make sure I have enough HP to survive, and hopefully, when I kill this guy, I'll get a level up. I did not. That's actually pretty unfortunate. We're in a difficult situation where, like, 1 or 2 more kills will get us the level up, but we have to play pretty well to get there. As you can see, we've got the spikes right there. Let's go ahead and put that on 1, and we will see if I can get a sniping kill on a couple of these enemies. So this thing should be good for 1 more shot, and then it is dead forever. There we go. There we go. And I think that this one is a tad stronger, 11 to 13. So we'll go ahead and put this on, drink one of these. Oh, wrong wand. That is a waste. Whoopsie. That's okay. We've got these extra charge, which is really nice. The charge is helping a lot with my damage. There we go. That should be the one. Wow, I can't believe he's still alive. What a bastard. There we go. How you like them apples? He's still alive over there. The absolute bastard. He doesn't know when to just give up and quit. Let's go ahead and charge him. Keep in mind we've got skulls overhead. So we'll have to play around that. Damn it, that miss is huge. Okay, we want to get our charge shots in because that's how we get the insta-kills, like so. And we got our level up, so now we are once again safe. Those guys definitely had the potential to one-shot me there, so that's pretty scary. But we are sort of recovering. And each time you level up, depending on what gear you're using to level up, you will acquire different skills. So I was using a mace, so I got mace knockback in my book, and I can perma-learn that as well. Mace knockback is pretty terrible as far as I'm concerned, so I'm really not interested in leveling that up. And now it is time to start investing into other stats. So let's go ahead and level up our strength. I'm really feeling the lack of damage at this point, so I'm hoping that that's going to help me out a ton. We also have a Smithy here, which is pretty rare this early on. Normally, I do not find these. Let's see if we can craft anything. I don't think we can, but there is a world where perhaps I can. Let's see. Okay, so there's only one long blade allowed. For some reason the key was like highlighted. It's very peculiar. Something like that. I don't know. I'm no blade designer. There we go. So it's got the 4 things on it. It looks truly terrible. It needs a shaft or a hilt. Okay, I thought I may have had something, but apparently none of these count. That's okay. We will have to go and buy a hilt. But you can see we can build either of these blades. 53 to 75 on this thing is absolutely insane damage, considering how much faster this thing is than my slowest speed weapon in the game. That's a pommel. Once again, miscellaneous. The crafting system is difficult. I have yet to successfully craft anything, I don't think. It's really tricky to find the stuff for it. Wow. You're just giving this away? Alright. Heck. Ordinary boots. Those are better than what I have. Let's go ahead and make the space for that. There we go. And I would love, absolutely love, to have the ability to sell off some of this garbage, because I have so much of it. We're going to go ahead and start dumping everything in here, because it's a very recognizable landmark. It's going to be easy to find in the future. If I decide I want to come back this way, I can. And guess we'll just carry on our merry way. And make sure that's equipped, because that is going to give me extra damage. And by extra damage, I mean lifesteal. Free lifesteal is very good. No one can deny that. Let's go ahead and throw this goop on there. That looks like it's got some pretty good damage attached to it. And let's see here. Do I really want to power up this wand more? It would be nice to have another wand to use, but I don't think it's a big deal. Let's just go ahead and use it. What are you doing? This chest is in a really awkward location. You can't hit me from there, right? I certainly hope not. Alright, we'll have a real fight for once. Let's do it. What you got? Look at him, he's trying to block. We'll do a 1-2 this time, because he won't be ready for it, and that's what I thought. Oh, that time he was. Look at that. You can actually get some pretty decent combat going if you actually attack into them, but it feels almost a little more dangerous that way. Oh, hi. Just a crap ton of skulls waiting for me, huh? Just keep stun-locking this guy. There we go. His friends didn't care. It's fine. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Can I use this thing? No, I can't. Why can't I equip this wand? There we go. That's odd. Is this a different wand? I didn't think it was, but perhaps. Oh my goodness. He's noticed me! They've got terrible short-term memory, those skulls, apparently. Let's see what else we've got in this chest here, because it is in a pretty awkward location. Just kind of fell down the stairs. There's a virgin there. And an inert stabby. Mimics confirmed, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can find the spot to shut these damn things off. Should be kicking around here somewhere. I really want to shut off this trap. They just make me anxious. There it is. That thing will fully recharge a wand, by the way. This is the brain thing I was talking about earlier. So I'm glad we found that. It's good news. That chest over there is still wigging out. That's something. I haven't seen that happen before. Ooh, that is liquid amber, which is exceedingly fancy. I just wanted to make sure that I was eating parsnips and not something moldy there. I'm glad that is the case. Is this guy going to come after me? Probably not. Here, let's go ahead and just give this thing a shoot. That'll finish him off. Oh, hey. Whoa! I've never seen you move so fast. That was quite something. So I did pop my wand there. Let's see how much this thing has left. 13 out of 14. I should use this wand more often. It's close combat, but it does really good damage. So that's something I should be working toward. Keep in mind that I have been literally just stacking intelligence like crazy. And guess what intelligence scales for? It's ranged weapons that I literally never use. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, well, we're stuck in here now. Cannot grab that. One of you guys are gonna charge me. Whoa, that hurt. I am genuinely surprised that reached as far as it did. That's really good. Just go ahead and continue with this pattern. I don't have to overdo it, or overthink it rather. There we go. Lovely. So I used my... What was it? My Ichor potion there, and it basically exploded the entire room. It does massive amounts of kinetic damage, which is incredibly convenient for that specific scenario. At least these little grubs are get eaten too. Bugs are highly nutritious and eaten in many cultures, alright? Don't judge. Don't judge. I'm just trying to stay alive. Let's see what we got here. Wily Breeches of the Three Worlds. 21 armor as opposed to 6 armor. Wow. And lifesteal as well as Wand Slinger. So that is pretty darn nice. Wand Slinger is your target practice seems to pay off. Foes tremble at the thought of your precise and carefully aimed magic. Overall, wand accuracy is increased by 10%. Wands no longer break when depleted. That sounds interesting. Wands no longer breaking when depleted sounds extremely strong. If we want to go for like a mage build, per se, then that sounds exceedingly useful. Let's see if I can pick that up. It's too heavy. I was kind of expecting that. Let's take a quick look at our map. I think I've got to brave the hallway over here that I've been so desperately avoiding. But it's time. It is time. Oh, man. They have some really fantastic art in this game. It's really goofy. it's good stuff. Alright, fire off a couple. 1, 2. Alright. Lovely. Lovely. This is an empty room because I've already done it. I knew that. I do apparently have the silver key. That's good news. But it looks like there's more to explore. And it would be foolish of me to leave ahead of time because I really, really need to get all the benefits I can. It's a trap there, and that's the spike to the trap. In case you were wondering what that was. Hello. Once again, I have re-entered the same room. Isn't that lovely? Okay, we're gonna go back around and do the same thing. This time, we'll go a slightly different route. And hopefully we'll find some more stuff. Apparently, there are things in this hallway which I've missed. Hi. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, bud. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Okay. I remember this area. I don't think I've got the range for this thing. No, I don't. Do I have anything that I can pick up and throw at him? Let's find out. There's a stool over there. We'll use this. Too heavy. Are you kidding me? What can I use? There should be like a box or something. There we are. It's a little bit difficult to see, but that's okay. I wonder if I can use this to block stuff too. Let's see. Did you fire at me? Nope, it goes straight through. Good to know. And I whiffed, so that sucks. All that for nothing. I'm gonna hopefully loop around. Hello. I'm gonna loop around, ideally, and then I'll get him that way. But it looks like I have hit a dead end. So that is most unfortunate. 2 strength is pretty good, but also a purple is exceedingly rare and useful. And I don't think I need the strength just yet. It's not like intelligence where I should use it or lose it. So I can hold on to it for when I really need it. And range knockback versus dexterity is a joke. Why would I ever go for ranged knockback when I can have dexterity? That is a very obviously secret wall there. Wonder how I sneak in there. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of dodgerino. Okay. So these guys are pure range, I believe. Which is good to know. And now he's gonna blow up. There we go, lovely. I'll go ahead and grab that gold. And we've got a... Oh god, what a truly awful room. I think I see it. It's right over there. Which is just a pain in the ass. Alright, we've got a spider over there too. Okay. Oh my god. That is truly terrifying. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna heal up here. Okay. Time for wand stuff, because this pushes things away. Nice. Okay. Keep in mind this is pushing everything away. It's good stuff. God damn it. Okay. we ate a fuck ton of damage because I was stuck on... Oh my god, no! Oh, I thought I had it. I thought everything was under control. I was just shutting off the breaker and we were set. Alright. Well, that is the very first run on YouTube of good old Slasher's Keep. Fantastic game on Steam. It's $10 on Steam. You'd be insane not to buy it. Really fun gameplay loop. I'm sorry I didn't get a little bit further for you all, but I hope you did enjoy the gameplay, and yeah, let me know what you thought. If you made it to the end of the video, maybe consider leaving a like or a comment, and please, critique me. Tell me what I can do better in-game, and for solo commentary. It's been a long time. I'm a tad rusty. But yeah, once again, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I will see you next time.